Hello and welcome to the new episode of Solo Chogokin and that! Let's continue with this evolutionary series Getter. And today we will talk about GX51 Getter Robo Dragon. Take from the ORB series Shin Getter Robo, The Last Day. We had already seen the GX52 Getter 1 taken from the series, and like that, also this Getter is a super piece off, much more the original series. Almost a piece off evolution. Yeah. Okay, let's scream with all our rage. Chain Getter!
Let's start from the box GX51 Getter Dragon of 2009, as the layout of the box is identical of that GX52 Getter 1. On the left, a close-up of the robot with under the name, and the right, the whole figure of the robot. Here in a guard pose with arm crossed. At the top left, we have the Shin Getter Robo anime logo, and on the right, the Solo Chogokin logo. Side, we have the Varus logo and Getter Dragon full figure with open arms. Above, we have also here the Varus written and half length of the robot in a Getter beam pose. Below, the user logo and names, and half length of robot with the arms crossed. Let's turn the box and we find a lot of Getter Dragons with arms crossed, exactly as the anime, guarding the Sao Tome laboratory. We have a various image of details. On the left, the double tomahawk and the wings. On the right, other details images. The arm crossed, the spin cutter, and two images in the two setup for the display. I have to say, the packaging is very beautiful, like the GX52 Getter 1. Well done, Bandai! We open the box and find the robot under tons of polystyrene. For the series, we love the environment. Two sets of closed fists, one who can hold the tomahawk, a set of open hands, various pieces for display stand-up, a set of shoulder covers, the robot's head, arms crossed, a set of forearms, the mech wing, that is the wing, with a set of shoulder in a single block, a belt for the display, a set of joint for the shoulder, at display a set of double tomahawk. Let's move to instruction, all beautiful in color like all the old models of this luxury robot series made by Bandai. Here in the cover we have the two main images of the box. Inside on the left we have the various description of the three Getter Robo G. On the right we have the same Getter but the Metal Beast Getter Robo G version. It's a further evolution of this Getter. We turn the page. On the left we find some images of description of the Shin Getter Dragon. To the right, the final evolution of the Shin Getter Dragon, the final Getter Liger or Rigger, and the final evolution of the Shin Getter Poseidon. Obviously all connect to the Shin Getter Robo series, The Last Day. We turn the page to find the contents of the box and how to assemble the model. The back cover with the Getter Dragon and its mighty tomahawk. Very beautiful image. In addition, there is a piece of paper to prevent information about the spin blade. It can spin only in some position. The various symbols of the game tic-tac-toe indicate yes or no. Do not rotate the blade when the arms are inclined too much. Domo arigato! Here we are to the display of the Getter Dragon GX51. And of course, it's not a dynamic classic display. The name is already attached to the base, so it is something less to do. A very normal display, but yes, there is also a further evolution of the display. If we compare it to the GX52 Getter 1 display, we can see how big this display it is. It is evolving in size, but not in functionality. Under we can see Made in China 2009. If we compare the display of a Getter Dragon GX18, the GX51 is larger, but doesn't have the various parts to connect with the other display we had seen in a GX18. Let's put the stand up and depend how you want to show your Getter Dragon. The various parts of the display come together in a different way. This way, if you want to put the robot float in the air like the anime, or if you want to stand up on the display, this is the configuration. Let's move to the robot. Change Getter Dragon GX51. We open the package and put it out from the box, and let's go and assemble it quickly. Let's look at the joints. Very heavy body. You can stretch the part of the feet and the leg like the GX52 and the GX45 Mazinger Z. The model has two configurations. Let's start with the normal configuration. We add the shoulder covers with the additional joint part. We add the arms with open and closed end. Let's add the head. Here is the first classic configuration for this Getter Dragon model. Let's look closely at the various details. We have a very heavy legs. I can hardly lift them from how heavy they are. We add the tomahawk by pushing to the hand. The second configuration, we must remove the arms, the shoulder cover. The cape must be added with, as you can see already, as the shoulder covers. Let's add the crossed arm, that's our single block. Magnetized armor. Here it is, in pose of the really pissed off guardian, Getter Dragon! We see the cape is a rigid plastic, nothing special. We compare this model with the GX18 Getter Dragon. For sure this GX51 is much more small and pissed off, exactly like the GX52. In fact, it is lower and less slender, with heavier and thickness legs. This caused some issues on the leg joint in the time to keep the robot in some pose. This GX51 is heavier than GX18. The only positive things is the chrome parts. They are not metal chrome but opaque plastic. At the first look, this GX51 seems more plasticish, less interesting, even it has more the chiseled aspect. Side, we don't have the rear fin that characterize the GX18. Let's compare it with the GX52 Getter 1, take from the same ORV, and I must say, these two are on perfect scale, but the GX52 Getter 1 is much more superior model to this GX51 Getter Dragon. There is no match. This Getter Dragon should be an evolution, but instead it has become a poor robot. Let's see the detail of the cape, how stiff and crumbling this GX51 Getter Dragon. The GX52 is much softer, almost organic. Okay, let's have a look to the model more closely. We can turn the torso, the face can be detached, let's say that. Over the time start unstick, but is hang up without any problem. But try don't lose the face. we see the various extensions taken from the GX45 Mazinger Z model. We see the leg joint. Let's see the spin blades. And we see the detail of the shoulder covers, worthy of North Star can. What-a! The head can be put in many poses, can rotate it and move up and down. We see the various joints, especially the legs, can be put in many poses. It can also do the Russian dance. Here we are with the final comment and the price. Let's say I was a little behind this model for a while, I miss it. That inspired me a lot of confidence, especially for the price. It is between 12,000 and 15,000 yen, 120 euros, 160, 200 New Zealand dollars. In fact, when I found the opportunity, I took it. I was super excited until they opened the box. Big disappointment after open the box, because in my opinion this model is very much below the quality of Bandai. I will say it is a Getter without a soul. Okay, it is a Getter Dragon Beast model. It is an enemy, can be done very well. Great disappointment for the appearance, the innovation of the model, for the optional, and for the various plastic parts. They are colored in a plastic-ish way. Well, it is plastic. However, these plastic parts give it to the robot a not powerful look. Nothing to compare to the GX52, which in my opinion is a little gem. Anyway, if you want a Getter Dragon Bandai, I strongly advise you against this model. Save the money and wait for a dynamic classic Getter Robo G when it come out. If it come out, definitely will be a release, because Bandai has not made the most of this license, and it is time to make a commitment to give to all Getter Robo fan a model worthy the name Getter Dragon. For today it is all. I will see you next week with the last evolution of this Getter saga, the GX87 Getter Emperor. Always here at Solo Chogokin and Z.